Good morning. This is Dennis Butler with Speedzone Recruits. Basically, you know, Speedzone Recruits is a relatively small marketing service that pretty much we deal with personal contacts. We also email. We also receive emails from different colleges, universities, and coaches as well. In order to try to bridge the gap with student athletes with these institutions by way of athletics. Um, the thing that I just don't understand is, you have all these marketing firms, all these speed and agility businesses, and you know, people out here will spend their money with companies that have the big name athletes paste it on their website, and most of these companies just just solicit these athletes to put on their websites to build clientele. That's the nature of business. You have to sell your business. You know, and I'm not knocking what other businesses and other companies do, and whichever way they go about their way of marketing. But uh, I just don't understand. And when I look at the prices, you talking about $1,000 package, you talking about a $500 package, you talking about a $300 package, and half of the time, they just taking your money, and there ain't no schools contacting. There's no schools that's interested. So you know this is a big business, and that's on the rise, and every parent want to get their son or daughter to be able to train and play at the maximum of their ability. And you know as a parent, every parent want their kid to be that 5-star athlete. you know One thing I could say, the student athletes that we started Speeds on Recruit, Alan Pender and myself and Peter Parrish, we started with athletes that we coached in the youth program at the South Florida Hurricanes. Kids we coached in track and in football. And 9 years later, these kids are in college. Mark and Michelle, he's at the University of Massachusetts playing receiver. He was a 2, 3-star athlete coming out of high school in 2010. Dwight Davis was recruited heavily on a Division I, Division II level, but chose to run track at the University of Alabama on a track scholarship. And we got Sony Michelle. He's a 5-star running back, 5-star recruit, top running back in the country, and for 214. If you go back to the first video, that I did, I said that he was going to be the top running back for 214. It's not because I said it, because we all knew as a family collectively that we already projected what his recruiting status would be, you know, at this day and time. But what I'm trying to say is, a lot of parents, they putting all their eggs in one basket with these companies, and then a lot of times, there's nothing wrong with investing in your kids' future as far as trying to get them the exposure that's necessary, But then you have the mom and pop companies that's trying to get their feet, wet and trying to get off the ground, and you just can't, you don't have the money behind the company to win those parents. So basically, what we try to do, we try to hit all the necessary points, and while hitting those points, we try to make a immediate impact. Therefore, our results become big. So we started off with the student athletes from the youth program in our community. Basically we've been dealing with these kids from the age of 8, and the only thing I'm just trying to say is we want to be that recruiting or marketing service for the small athlete, that can't afford the $300. the $500 platinum packages, the gold packages, all these little packages. When I go on the internet and surf these company packages, you know, a lot of these kids growing up with no mom or no dad around in the house. Basically, you could recruit a student athlete on Facebook. The way it is, these days, kids don't, coaches dealing with the kids. They not dealing with parents. When I was growing up, it was a different time. You had to deal with my father or my mom. And right now, a lot of these kids, I have coaches, emailing me. They want me to contact certain kids, rather than the parents. So I strongly, stress a lot of these young student athletes, that's not getting recruited, that need the marketing, and that want to get in, that want to, pursue their career in college by way of sports. Try to use some of these small marketing companies, because they basically can help you get in school, with little or no money. I know with myself alone and the guys that I work with, we help and assist student athletes getting to school, and it's documented on the website. It's documented on Google, and we don't have the big check behind us, but we have a big heart. And once again, I'm not knocking what other companies do. That's their agenda. The only thing I'm saying, that you only have so many 5-star and 4-star so-called rated athletes. I know guys right here in Halifax County that, that could be 3 and 4-star student athletes. They never been heard of. They playing football right here. It's a kid in Halifax at Southeast High School. He's a beast at running back. He has, great numbers. Nobody knows about him. But we're gonna put him on the website, and we're gonna give him that national attention. Certain companies, they don't go in certain areas. We in the trenches. We in different communities. And all I wanna do is just try to bring a different swag per se to the network recruiting game. And just try to stress a lot of these student athletes that's on a certain budget that can't afford these bigger services. Come to Speedzone Recruits, www.speedzonerecruits.org, and get your face out there. It's no selling point. This is what we are. Myself, Alan Pender, different people that we have that's connected. Got a guy by the name of Orain Holder. He's in Georgia. He's part of the Speedzone Recruit Network. So, we're big, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Just Google the content, and you can see, we have a receiver at Tennessee, Vincent Dallas. We did his highlight. If you look at his highlight, you'll see Speedzone Recruits on that highlight. But we're a neighborhood recruiting network service. The average Joe just trying to make a difference, out of the goodness of our heart, because God, blessed us with the ability to be able to have certain kids in our life to be able to get this thing going. At the end of the day, whether these kids, be Heisman Trophy winners, or whether these kids, the whole goal is to get those kids in college so they can pursue their dreams. My dream, I had schools pursuing me. I went to college, but I had to take the long route, because I wasn't an SAT, ACT qualifier back when I came out of high school. But I sat down and I wrote a 2-page letter to a Division III school in New Jersey, William Patterson College, to Coach Jerry Gallagher. Sent my highlight. Division III don't even offer scholarships. But Coach Gallagher told me in 20 years he never had anyone. But nevertheless, I went up there, played one season, got homesick, came back down to South Florida. Had numerous. I went to Bethune-Cookman, and I also went to Emporia State. The thing about it is, I was a guy that wasn't focused. Wasn't focused on the education aspect. And I met friends at Bethune-Cookman and at Emporia State, guys I deal with today, right now, that are college recruiters, and those are some of the contacts because they stayed in school and they graduated. Basically, what I'm trying to say, I heard a guy say, that Sony needs to be around he needs to be around people that, that been in the NFL, that been through the experience. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, how do you think you even got a chance to know who these kids are? Because the coaches in the community that dealt with these kids and their parents from the very beginning placed these kids in a situation to be in a situation so that kid can have a better chance to pursue whatever dreams that they want to pursue. My thing is to put the kids in the right situation to help the kid. I don't need to get no shine off of any kid because to make my business grow. Our business started back in the trenches at the youth organization, helping these kids, just trying to be in the right situation, keeping them busy throughout the season. That's all we do. The only thing we want to do is see kids progress and move on. Sure, we would like to network with other companies and do collaborations, but we're not on a monetary gain, per se right now. We're pretty much on just trying to sell ourselves as a building block to help kids throughout these 50 states where we live so they can pursue their academic and sports careers. What I want to say is just visit our website at www.speedzonerecruits.com and feel free to contact us via email or telephone, and we will be glad to assist your student, assist your child in any way, any capacity as possible, and hopefully, we could just go ahead and keep the network going and network with other companies. I got some other companies that do speed and agility that I know they won't cost an arm and a leg, that I can refer your son, your student athlete to get trained, to get the marketing that's needed. All we do is pretty much just put you on our website, blast you on our Facebook and YouTube. That's it. With our contacts. That's Speedzone Recruits in a nutshell. Want to say thank you. Have a great day. www.speedzonerecruits.org. Thank you.